So, Sonic Rumble. I've been wanting to make a video about this game for a while now, even before it came out, because this game has had a very long and lengthy development process, you know, even to the point where it released in other countries before it released in America. And that made me and many Americans pissed because, you know, as Americans, we kind of expect to get everything first. So the fact that we didn't get this game until like a month ago is extremely wild to me and probably other people, but that's not what we're going to discuss in this video. So a while ago, I made a poll in my Discord server, and I asked you all, meaning the people in my Discord server, what title for this video works better. Sonic Rumble is good, but, or Sonic Rumble's huge problem. So, in the end, with 20 votes, 55% voted Sonic Rumble's huge problem. And so, today, we will be discussing Sonic Rumble's huge problem, and that is...
Oh my goodness!
The pricing! Okay, so, we're gonna get into this for a sec. So, ever since the game came out, people have been discussing about the pricing of some of these skins, and it is literally insane. If you look at some of these prices, I think one of them goes up to like $45 for like a bunch of stuff that is like, I mean, it's not mandatory, but in the end it just comes down to like cosmetic stuff that you don't need to get at all, but it does help you in gameplay. I can only see anybody buying this if they're like a huge fan of the series or they're just addicted to the game, but I really don't recommend anybody buying this because these practices are just extremely predatory. So let's get into it. As you can see by the things that are being offered at the store, you got the costumes, the buddy bundle. They cost red rings. And red rings are currency in this game, as they are in a lot of Sonic games. So, as you can see, the Sonic costume in the Motorsport Shadow costs 729 red rings. Do you guys want to see how much that is in like real money terms? So, if you would like to buy the Sonic or Shadow skins, it is going to cost you 729 red rings. And to pay for that with real money, that's gonna cost you 46 USD. God forbid, for 2 skins in a Sonic mobile game. What the fuck are we doing here? Like, y'all are seeing this, right? Y'all are seeing how much money it costs just to get like one single skin in this game? It shouldn't really piss me off that much because 1, it's a mobile game, and 2, I really don't care about that stuff, but it does piss me off because this game's target audience is kids. 4 and up, I believe. So I get that it's a mobile game and, you know, they gotta make their money somehow, but this is just ridiculous. This has got to be some of the worst advertising I have seen of like skins and in-game currency in a mobile game, like ever. Like, this is insane. And I'm pretty sure this game was developed by Rovio, so it checks out, but I don't even think the Angry Birds games was this bad, and if it was, please correct me if I'm wrong, because I remember when I was playing that game, it was on the iPad, which came out 15 years ago. If you want to feel old, look up when the iPad came out, because I feel old. The iPad came out when I was 7 years old. I am now 23, but anyways, I'm kind of getting off topic here. I thought I'd have a little bit more to say about Sonic Rumble, but I think we kind of addressed the elephant in the room. If I do want to talk about like the meat and potatoes of the game, which is the gameplay is fun. I do have a lot of fun with this game. I have a blast playing this game actually. I played it for a good 5 days straight, and it shows. I'm not using my gameplay because, well, I had trouble recording footage for this game, so I'm just using a friend, but believe me, I put in a lot of hours into this game, and honestly, it's really not hard unlocking some of like the characters. It's one of those games where you kind of just have to like grind and keep playing if you want to unlock stuff, but the prices are egregious, absolutely awful. And while I'm still recording this, how about I talk about some aspects that I like about Rumble, because I don't want this to be a video where I'm just like shitting on it because we addressed the huge problem, but it is something that's very concerning, and I think it's going to be a factor into this game's lifespan, because if you think about it, we waited for like a good 2 years for this game to come out, and people weren't really talking about the prices until it came out, and this game has only been out for a month, and I'm just scared if they don't do anything about the prices, then this game's lifespan is going to be very short. And it seems like the developers put a lot of love into this game. I mean, with like the amount of skins you can get, the stages, the music, like visually everything looks great. It's mainly just the amount of ads popping up every time you finish a game, like just in your face. The microtransactions and the greediness, those are like the main things that are holding this game back. And this game has so much potential to be one of the best Sonic mobile games. I know it does, but those are just some things that they gotta fix. But like I said, visually the game looks great. I mean, it's going for the Fall Guys aesthetic and style, which I can clearly see, and it does a great job of that. But it still adds the personal Sonic charm to it, like the environments. I mean, it's going for like a Fall Guys kind of style, but it still looks like Sonic at the same time. It's a good mix of both. I really do love kind of the like plasticky, cel-shaded design. I think it's a style that fits Sonic really well, so, you know, nothing to complain about there. I also really like how they're incorporating events, like especially from the movie Sonic 3 that came out last year with the scene in Tokyo. You know, that's really cool. I like when they incorporate like cute things like that, and they're gonna do that, and that's one way to increase the lifespan of the game, which, you know, is extremely important. Another thing that I love about this game is the remixes of some of the songs, because so a lot of the levels come from Sonic games like Sonic Forces, Sonic Colors, Sonic Lost World, and I adore the remixes. They're very jazzy, and that's something that I've been missing in Sonic lately. I really miss when they do jazz kind of concepts. I think they've been doing EDM a little bit too much, but I'm sure people have heard that complaint before. I don't hate EDM, I just think it's kind of overstayed its welcome. It worked really well in Frontiers, but like, I'm ready to hear some jazz again. That's why I really love Wonder Museum from Sonic Racing Crossworlds. But yeah. I'm trying to think of more positives, I guess. The level design and the controls, they're pretty easy to get used to, so I feel like this is just one of those games where you can like just pick it up and play it. It's really not that hard to get the hang of. I mean, it's targeted towards kids, so you kind of have to make it that way, but I feel like it's a game that anybody can just pick up and play and enjoy, and it does a very good job of it. Was it worth the 2-year wait? Not really, but you know, it's whatever. And yeah, that about wraps up my thoughts on Sonic Rumble. Before I end off this video, I just want to apologize for the amount of time I had to make y'all wait for this video. Like, it's been almost 2 months at this point. Like, I'm really sorry. I had so much trouble editing this because, if I'm being honest, I've just had a lack of motivation to upload for YouTube, but I feel like that's definitely going to change in the new year. But in the new year, I'm definitely going to be busy as well, because I will be wrapping up my last semester of college, and I have to prepare like an hour-long set list for that, so I'm going to be very busy for that. But I will still make content for you guys, and I will make content that is way better than this, because I feel like I'm kind of just pulling this out of my ass, and you guys deserve better. I want to thank my friend Maito V Animates for the game footage. I had a lot of trouble recording footage on my phone, so luckily he was able to record some footage for me, and so I thank you for that. And yeah, that's about it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, gamers!